Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hummingbird's Nest. Today we have a very special musician here. We have Waymi with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Glory Agbebako. My AKA is called Waymi. I'm a pop and Afro pop artist based in Lagos, Nigeria.
Cool. Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I guess the first thing that kind of piqued my interest there was you making the distinction between pop and Afro pop. I guess, how do you see yourself operating between and I guess among those two lanes?
Um, Musically, I think I do well in both genres, but you can't take away where you're from. You can't take away, you know, your dialect. You can't take away the indigenous part of you. There's no way you can take it off. I think I fly in both genres, but I'm just a little comfortable with Afro pop because it's the kind of music we do over here in Africa.
Mhm.
Um, just my musical journey, I work with a record label in Canada called Functus Record. When I was with them, they played around my style of music. They made me focus more on pop. I actually discovered some part of me I never knew. Oh wow, so I could do song this way. Some people will listen to my song that, wow, you sound like a seal. Oh, you remind me of Dr. Album. Just they just they refer me to some other great artists in the past who has some African background. And after a while, I decided to leave this record label because they are not really doing the kind of promotion I want,
Yeah.
So I decided to do it my own way. I said, okay, let me come back home. Let me try. Let me do it the way we're doing here with the exposure I already have with this record label. So I decided to put out some song, and the what's it called? The reception is good. The reception is good. From March this year till present, I've released like about 5 songs. The list of it's on Spotify is like about 76,000. Then
Mhm.
on some other music stores, I'm getting over 300,000 streams. And my what's it called? My visibility on Shazam, it's great. So I would like to always explore both genres, but I think on Afro pop, it's easy for me to fly.
Mhm. Totally. Yeah. Has it been, I guess, how has it felt? You said you kind of used the phrase like returning. I don't know if you meant like, were you living in Canada when you were working with that label?
Yes, they made me change my style.
Mhm.
Um, they made me focus more on pop. It's a big advantage to me because I never knew I could do pop song and sound so very well. You know, I discovered some texture of my voice I never used to hear, so it's cool. But coming back home after having that exposure, it's easy for me to do our local music. It's easy for me to do Afrobeat. It's easy for me to do Afro pop. And the reception, why I decided, oh, let me do Afro pop, it's better off. I released the song called Calling Remix just
Mhm.
3 weeks back. On one of the biggest music store in Africa called Boomplay. I have over 320,000 streams in 3 weeks. It means our people over here like Afro pop I am doing. Then that same song on Spotify is 3 weeks, is about 53,000 in 3 weeks on Spotify.
Mhm.
So I think with the Afro pop, it's easy for me to get the popularity here and get it outside there too. So that's what I just think. I fly both ways, but it's easy for me with Afro pop.
Cool. Yeah, it's great to hear that you've, I guess, found more recognition for something that seems like it hits closer to home for you. Have you like been able to connect with these growing audiences in the last 6 months or a year or so?
Pardon, please come again.
Yeah. Have you been able to connect with your audiences either through shows or like meeting, like I guess meetups?
I think I've done one or two shows, and the reception is so good. And even apart from that, my fans over here, like our local stores like Boomplay Audio Mark, my followers, they grow drastically. The last show I did it with one electronic company. The reception I got in the show, it's the some of them is the first time they heard me perform the song, and they could vibe with it. They could pick up the words so fast, you know. So because of that, I was motivated and encouraged. I said, okay, oh, they really like it the way I do it here. So maybe I should put more attention to this. And so far, within a short while, the growth is quite encouraging.
Yeah, that sounds really great. Do you do you have plans to have more shows in 2024?
Of course, December is quite around the corner. Definitely, there will be calls coming in for December shows, for definitely, for sure. With the way my network, my music, it's going so fast in Nigeria here and in Africa, for sure. December, I'm gonna be busy with different shows for sure.
Cool. Why do you specifically say December?
It's summer already, and I'm putting out songs that would allow more shows to come in for December. And December, it's because December in Africa, we celebrate it more than any other time. Don't forget, we have Christmas, we have Boxing Day, we have New Year holiday. So for like 2 weeks, most people are off work. It's holiday. So there's always activities, there's always events, there's always more shows. So that is the time, oh, we hit the stage. We hit the stage.
Cool. What do you have in store for music that you're putting out for the rest of the year?
Oh, see, releasing of music, it's a continuous thing. There's no way I could stop. I'm doing a collaboration with John Patinella. He's based in LA, Los Angeles in US. We're dropping a song precisely in September. Then in October, this one is already in stores, but it's not visible yet. In October 31st, I'm dropping another single. I think between now and December, I should drop like another 5 songs. It's back to back. There's no break. It's back to back.
Yeah, it sounds like a good strategy. I guess just in terms of, it sounds like a reconnection with your Lagos roots, and creating like a sound that maybe feels more natural. When you have been making music recently, are you thinking about music from your childhood?
Oh, I did so many songs growing up.
Yeah.
I've used different names. I used to be called Glow. Glow actually came from my name, Glory. After a while, it was changed to Glow Baba. Glow Baba changed to Waymi. That Waymi is Wemi. When I was with the record label in Canada. Then after that again, I switched from Weemi to Waymi, Waymi. And I think with my present name, there's nothing that would make me change it. It's a name that has come to stay. So so that's that. That's that for sure.
Cool. And I guess more broadly, what was it like growing up in Lagos?
Oh, Lagos is a fun place to be. Lagos is the most commercial city in Nigeria. It's one of the safest places to stay in Nigeria. It's a multi-ethnic society. We have just in Nigeria, we have so many tribes. But Lagos is the only state in Nigeria where we have so many of all these tribes staying together. Whereas other states, it's just a particular tribe and a particular language. So Lagos is that kind of a society when you grow up here, you have confidence. When you grow up here, you meet with people from different tribes. It's a city where education is the key. It's also a city where entertainment is at the top notch. What else can I say about Lagos? Lagos is just a fun place to grow up. It builds you socially, it builds you academically, it teaches you about life. I Lagos will always be home for me. I was born here.
Mhm.
I was born here. I grew up here. It's just only my university that took me out of Lagos. But every other thing is in Lagos.
Mhm.
And it's the biggest city in Nigeria. Entertainment in Nigeria, Lagos is number one. So whatever exposure you want to get in entertainment, in music, in Nigeria, Lagos is the right place to be.
Mhm. Cool. Yeah, I have some exposure to like music from Lagos. There's a album called Doing It in Lagos. Are you familiar with that one? It's like
What?
it's called Doing It in Lagos, and it's like a compilation of largely 80s Lagos music. It's like Only You by Steve Monite, Ivory by some man. His first name is Keo. But there's a lot of good music on there. I guess I'm curious, how has the music scene of Lagos changed over time?
Oh, now presently, Lagos is the home of entertainment, like I said before. Almost all the big artists coming out from Nigeria who are making Afro pop popular in the world, they all started from Lagos.
Mhm.
Burna Boy is from Port Harcourt, but
Right.
he made most of his fame in Lagos. He did most of his shows in Lagos. He developed his musical craft more in Lagos. He got most of his shows and all his deal in Lagos. This is before he came out from Africa, before he got the attention worldwide.
Mhm.
Who else can I talk about? Whiskey, Davido. They are all Whiskey, Davido. They are Lagosians.
Mhm.
They started their musical career here in Lagos. Now they've gone global. Like Lagos is the home of so many Afrobeat stars. If you're Afrobeat stars, even if you're not from Lagos, you have no choice than to relocate to Lagos if you're in Nigeria.
Okay.
This
Uh,
is a fact.
yeah, I believe it. I guess just you've used the terms Afro pop and Afro beats. I guess how would you characterize or compare?
Oh, Afro pop, it's just the African version of pop music.
Mhm. Okay.
It's just African popular music. Why Afrobeat was originally started with an artist called Fela Anikulapo Kuti. So Fela Anikulapo Kuti came out with his own sound. He had every sound you hear from Fela, everything is played by him and his bands. So he coined its own Afro pop as Afrobeat.
Mhm.
So Fela, it's the, well, I said originator, is the person who started Afrobeat. Now, we are the modern Afrobeat artists. We have modernized what Fela started. Almost all Fela instruments were played locally. There was no samples.
Mhm.
Everything from the drum to the percussion to the saxophone to the ukulele to everything was played locally. But presently, we've played around Afrobeat. We've played around Afrobeat. That's why there's Afrobeat, there's Afropop. Afrobeat is centered more about Fela and his legacies. Afropop is just the African version of popular music. That's just the difference.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, it's a good description. I appreciate that. Um, I guess in terms of, I guess thinking about the way Fella put together his bands, do you want to take inspiration from that? when you perform, do you have a live band or?
For now, I don't do a live band, but it's in my bucket list. But even if I have to do a live band, it will not be the same way Fela did.
Mhm.
Fela, it's a core indigenous artist. No one can be like Fela. Fela will perform on the stage with just a pant, with just his pants on. Fela will have his girls almost half naked. Fela has a unique style of dancing. So I would always do well with a live band because my voice is husky. From even me talking, you can have a feel of it. I will always shine when it comes to live band. I would do my live band in a different way, but it will be more modern like Afro pop, not a core like Fela. But I appreciate Fela for his originality. I do.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like someone like that can just open so many doors for people to,
He has opened many doors already.
yeah.
He has opened so many.
And,
Yes, but Burna Boy's first album, he borrowed so many words from most of Fela's songs. Most. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
mhm,
yeah, 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 yeah. Those are all Fela's slangs,
mhm.
So, but from Burna Boy's second album, it was more Burna Boy. But from his first album, most of all the slangs, his words, were all from Fela.
Cool. Something you mentioned earlier was like the importance of education and academics. Um, I guess like what is your relationship with these themes?
Which you mean Burna Boy, Davido, you said?
Oh, no, I mean like what is, I guess, what is your academic history? Are there certain
Oh,
political views you're interested in?
oh, great, great, great. Um, I studied history and international relations from Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Nigeria. I had an opportunity when I graduated to be a lecturer, but I never see myself being restricted in a classroom. I had so many talents. I never wanted it to just be in the four walls of a classroom. So I told my HOD then, thank you for the opportunity. But I have so much talent. I want to go out there in the world and explore these talents. And right now, where I am presently, I am happy I took that decision, you know. But I always loved my life while I was in school. I discovered myself socially, academically. I learned a lot. I I was I was not only restricted with just reading the books, going to lectures. No, I also met new people. I also saw talents. We even had so many groups then. I learned few things from all these talents. So my university days was it's the learning process in my life. So I would always say, oh, maybe when I get older, I will just go and do a master course, or just go and do a master course for just to have that feeling of that university environment again. I, I would do it because I need to get the master degree to get a job. No, I would just do it because I want to be in that environment, even if it's for 6 months, even if it's for 1 year, you know. So that's the impact of education here. We take education so seriously. But thank God for the way things are now. People also appreciate talent a lot. You know, people have seen, Cristiano Ronaldo. People have seen Lionel Messi. Oh, people have seen um, which artist will I call? J. Cole. Oh, they've seen talent can also be a bigger thing in life. And people like me, in as much as I appreciate education, my talent will always be first. I will always put music over every other thing I do. Over.
Mhm. Really. In terms of, I guess, thinking politically, what do you think music can teach us? politically?
Oh, wow. To me, I see music like everything. Music can also be an education. You can use music to teach any subject. Um, Music heals. It heals the soul. That is why we as humans, we consume music almost the same way we eat food.
Mm-hmm.
Music, music is so important. We can use music to teach people about morality. We can use music to take just to take people away from a different moods. You can be in a bad mood. Music automatically can just switch your mood. Music heals the soul. To me, music is everything. You know, music is everything. When I'm doing music, it's not a job for me. When I'm doing music, it's effortlessly. When I'm doing music, it's I am enjoying myself because it comes from within. I don't know what part of my body comes out from, but it comes from within. So to me, music is everything. Music can be a means of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Music can be a means of education. Music is everything.
Totally. Yeah, I totally agree. I think as my relationship with music has grown over time, I can just see it. Yeah, there is nothing that it is not like important to. Um, yeah, I appreciate that. You mentioned music that can improve your mood. Do you have a specific song or album or artist that you listen to when you want to improve your mood?
See, it depends on the kind of mood you you want. There are different kind of mood that it will, oh, this kind of mood. I want to listen to, I feel like listening to Adele. Adele will really calm my spirit. Oh, this kind of mood. I want to go back in the days to Dido. Oh, I feel so great. I want to jive. I want to jump. Oh, let me listen to Kevin Harris. Let me listen to David Guetta. Oh, what else again? I'm in a chilling mood. I just need some music that is not too hard metal. I just need something a little chilling. Oh, okay. Let me go back to Craig David. No. I'm in a cool mood. I'm thinking of my girlfriend. Should I listen to Lionel Richie? Oh, where will I go? Oh, maybe Pink. So it's the mood determines what you want to listen to.
Mhm.
So many, because growing up, I listened to so many genre of music. My dad was my first influence. My dad is a lover of music, and he doesn't listen to a particular genre. He listens to everything. Everything. When I mean listens, he goes as far as playing reggae. He plays raga. He
Mhm.
plays country. During this time, the techno music was not popular. He would go away as playing Don Williams. He would go as far as playing Kenny Rogers. He would play Bob Marley. He would leave Bob Marley. He would even go to the Fugees. He would go to Fugees. Wyclef Jean, all of them, John Forte, all of them, my dad would play. My dad would come back home, local, that's his time. They play just highlight. My dad would play local highlight. My dad would even go as far as playing an Indian song. So all this while, growing up, the inspiration was entering not just me, myself and my siblings. I'm not the only one that sings. It's just my passion is a diehard. I'm just more like it got into me deeply than others. So there are so many inspirations, many influences. I I love like Celine Dion. When I want to listen to slow song, I listen to Celine Dion, Whitney Houston. When I want to listen to hip hop, I want to listen to hip hop. Then I do even Tupac. I do Wyclef Jean. I do so many of them. Oh, when I want to do R&B, oh, I remember I used to listen to Ken Sweat. I remember I used to one of my best artists at that time is called Brian McKnight. I used to most of his songs. Then I went as far as Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie was my greatest influence. My voice is not as sweet as his own. My voice is a little cracky and husky. But I love why when I sing the song, I sing it without constraint. Every time I see you and I look into, I love it so much. You know? So there are so many inspirations, so many influences. I love Bob Marley, I love Lucky Dube, I love there's this raga artist I used to like. The name is not clicking now, but there's this raga artist I used to like. Very good. So many of them. I like Pink. I will listen to like Westlife, Backstreet Boy, Blackstreet Boys. You know, it's like so many inspirations. If you love music, you just listen to any kind of music. So that's it.
That's a wonderful. I feel like there's a lot. I think you could put a series of playlists together with everyone.
If I was a DJ, maybe I would have done better.
Exactly. So there is a YouTube page / blog called Real Ones, and a question they ask every episode is, who is a real one in your life that you'd like to shout out? So if you have one.
Someone the shout out to.
Yeah, just someone like in your family or a friend that is just like important to you.
Oh, I want to do that to my wife.
Lovely.
Her name is called Piety. She means everything to me. Presently, she's not with me now. She's in school. I'm there for her even while she's not here. And I'm doing everything necessary just to make sure everything is okay with her in school. I'm just ensuring she finishes. She's doing a nursing course. Um, I'm wishing her all the best. And if she's going to hear this, I want to say I love her and I will continue loving her.
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's really lovely.
Thank you.
So we only have a few minutes left. I guess, is there anything else that you'd like to share? Anything you feel like is important to understanding you or your music?
So I want to say for every upcoming artist who is going to watch this video or listen to all what I've been saying here, I will say the road is never easy to get up there, but I would say they should appreciate every progress. When I was with my former record label, the highest stream I got for a song on Spotify was 27,000. As at that time, that 27,000 was like a million stream to me. I appreciated it. But now that 27,000 is the least stream of the song I am doing for myself. Even in a short while, I get over 50,000, sometimes over 60,000 in 4 weeks. And that one I celebrated as if it's the whole world. I got it for over like 3 years with the record label. But in a month, I get more than 50,000 streams, and they are all legit. You could see all the playlists where they are coming from. You could see when the Spotify algorithm is picking it up. For the first few days of release, when Spotify editorial picks it, you can see everything from the back end. It's really encouraging. So I want to tell all the upcoming artists out there, appreciate all the little progress. work hard, keep promoting your music. Don't do a song and keep it in the cupboard. Put it out there and appreciate every little progress. That's it.
Cool. I think that's a really good message. This year I've been living in Peru and trying to learn Spanish. And I feel like there are times where I feel like it's like really challenging and I want to give up or I just get frustrated with myself. But I think seeing the small progress is what kind of can give hope and yeah, just grow optimism. I think that's a beautiful message. So I am receiving it as well.
That's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Waymi, for joining us in the Hummingbird's Nest.
Michael Gorman, did I get the pronunciation right?
Perfect.
Pleasure. I'll always be here if there's anything. You have my email, you have my contact. You can hit me up.
Of course. Yeah, I'll let you know. We'll be in touch going forward.
Great. Pleasure meeting you. Huh?
Yeah, you too.
Have a great day ahead.
You too.